blessed ones of the nations of the world. One more time, this is your brother Dan Moses of Say of Sakodi of TRC Ghana, coming to you with the continuation of our expose, Testimony, New World, Disorder, expose part 243, which is the continuation of expose part 242. We are helping the people of Ghana. Bible says that for lack of knowledge, my people perish. God's own people, not the people of Satan. It says, for lack of knowledge, my people perish. Therefore, it is important that we be knowledgeable concerning our lives, our families, situation around us, so that we know what to do. If you are well informed, you say to be uninformed is to be deformed. You understand? So God is helping me to help you understand your situation. That both the NPP and NDC of Ghana, they have all been victims of this cowardly secret killing of the Ghanaian people. Global cowardly secret killing that has been invented as a game by wicked politicians in America, and they have played it at the expense of innocent life. Both NPP and NDC politicians, they have all fallen victims. However, this thing is so dangerous that it is media blackout for diplomatic and political reasons. It is being suppressed, shielded from the face of the media in the interest of this extremely dangerous US undercover agent. So both the NDC and the MP cannot deny the fact that the politicians of Ghana are in a life and death situation. Whoever makes the slightest mistake and you don't watch for yourself, as God is watching on you, you get killed. You get killed at the slightest opportunity by this undercover agent and the cowardly secret killers. They both know. NPP, they all know. With time, the administration of John Evans was taken by surprise. They could not imagine how Barack Obama and in support of this extremely dangerous US undercover agent would betray humanity to that extent. And they were not alert enough. However, after the cutting short of John Evans Mills, with time, ceaseless cowardly secret killing of our people have woken both political parties, all politicians up in Ghana. So they are on red alert, watching on their back against the global secret killing game that is going on, invented by America and in America by wicked political and diplomatic minds, with some being so-called preachers who have sold their souls out to get their fellow human lives destroyed. Some are those that are operating these secret terror cells. Humanity and the nations of the world. But because you don't have the kind of security, protection that is provided by politicians and ministers and who are always watching on their back, and they know that at the slightest mistake they shall be killed. You don't have that kind of security. That is why I have to share this with you as a fellow Ghanaian, that you understand what is going on in the world, against our nation, against the African people, against humanity, that you have knowledge and you do not perish. I love you just like I love my own life, and as much as I love God, that is why I'm sharing this with you. This is not to don't believe in fear or panic. Don't panic. Just know that God would watch over you. Whether you betrayed me for money, Ghana, I am the one that I've taught Ghanaians over and over again that during political campaigns, when politicians seem to suddenly dump money, make a fool of you for years, and during election time decide to dump money, I said take the money, because the money belongs to we the people, and then use your mind when you go to the elections. use your mind to vote. Take the money. I have never said that, and I've also said that those that are betraying me, money is coming from the US government, the terror network, politicians, diplomats of all angles into Ghana. They want to destroy my life. If you take the money, remember God, remember my innocent life. Don't betray me to be killed. Don't do that, because there are global avengers that are also watching on my behalf. If you do that, after taking the money, I say use your mind and don't destroy your fellow Ghanaian. I've thought that by this, let me congratulate the noble people of Ghana, the noble people of Asen North, and courageous man, Honorable Kwesi, James Kwesi. We did not allow bribery, money that was dumped into the Asen North suddenly, trying to fool you, paving your road suddenly by the government. You took the money and used your heads to vote to prove that you are prudent Ghanaians. I salute you, Asen North, for your courage. Ghana, why do I need to tell you this? There are some who have betrayed me for money and have sold their own souls out. However, I am the same person that have been encouraged, take the money, but don't give me out to be killed. Some, unfortunately, there are many in our nation who have sold me out and have gotten themselves into the web of this undercover agent, and they cannot trust you with the keeping of the secret of they buying your mind to sell me out. So the best way for them to get secured in the interest of the US undercover agent, when we are not alive, how would the secret be known? They will eliminate you. There are innocent ones, I say. Just like I've mentioned Sister Mina, who was set up, my fellow churchman who was set up. Prof. Charles Enti again, you remember that this happened. You visited me in my house, and as at the time I had spoken to you, they had our phone, they had the phone. So every communication I was making, they knew that you were coming to my phone, and they set the lady up for that agenda. If a thorough investigation into the happening during John Evans Fifi-Atame's administration, you would realize that this information hit John Evans Fifi-Atame's administration. It's hitting. Yeah, so Akufo to the program, testimony, New World Disorder. Let's get it clear. If I mention your name here, that doesn't mean that you sold me out. There are people that, for my own family members who have done her no wrong, but for the fact that she knows that they would not value her life at the expense of my life, this woman has killed them. You understand? Because their existence is a threat to her. So it's better for her to kill them, so that she will not be threatened anymore. So if I share this information with you, I mention your name, it doesn't mean that you betrayed me or you sold me out for money. But I'm telling you so that you become aware. Sister Ruth Dawina, in the year 2017, 2019, I was in Ghana for my 2-year investigative mission. As part of, during that time, when Nana Addo were terrorizing me so much, killing our people, they even killed my Reverend Dr. Bemado. Amidst that, I was registering my piece of land, which God has blessed me with, in Dawina, at the land titles registry, lands commission in Accra. The land commission was taking over, and I go to all kinds of struggle. This undercover agent, together with a crime counterpart called Goji, behind me, That Goji, who is the crime counterpart of this US undercover agent, he is the same person that set me up into the problem that she has created and was wanted by the US government. That Goji guy, that Allo, and became the counterpart of this undercover. He set me up in this marriage. That Goji Allo, in the year 2011, she took my indenture for my land, a copy, and gave to this US undercover agent because he knew that they had purpose to make the US undercover agent go back to America. I had visited Ghana with her and my children. They did that behind me. Gave my indenture copy to her because they are probably, the moment the undercover agent returned to US, they'll come and kidnap me and kill me, and she can take over the land which I bought with loan. Now, why do you need to hear this? During the registering of the land, that Goji, who was working at the Soviet department, was in cahoots with the CIA and the terror network of this undercover agent and the diplomatic criminals. They were doing everything possible to prevent the registering of my land by the Land Commission of Ghana. Ghana, the land title certificate was given to me on the 20th of September 2020. 20th of September 2019. 20th of September 2019. Ruth Ajiman, you were the only, I knew you before I traveled to US, long time. You were the only person who was encouragement to me, standing with me during the registration process. When I registered, when the certificate was given to me on the 20th of June from Lands Commission, I came straight to your house and showed it to the certificate that we have prevailed. You have won. This is it. I was being tracked 24/7 by the terror network of another. So they knew that when I received the certificate, you were the very first person I brought to. Ruth Ajiman, don't be afraid. You are an innocent one, whom the undercover agent, by hatred for me and for our people, for the African people, hates you, and you are on the kill list. Ghana, to shock you, the land title certificate was given to me on the 20th of June, 7 days after Nana Addo Akufo, this undercover agent, banking with a terror network, in seeking revenge for the land title certificate that was given to me. They killed my father, Nana Addo through medical terrorism. My family, you don't know this. There were too much that went into the killing of my father that you know not. 7 days after, 27th of September 2019, they killed him. 7 days after I received the certificate. And Ghana, within the matter of a week, on the 2nd of October 2019, they had to cut short the life of the brother of Ruth Ajiman, because they knew that if they have killed Ruth Ajiman, it would be so obvious and I'll expose them. So they had to take it through the back door and kill her brother. Ruth Ajiman, you have been on the kill list since 2019. Don't be afraid. Yahweh, who has been watching on my back and been keeping the Ghanaian people, will keep you. Will keep Gladys Amponsa, will keep Immanuel Amponsa. Patricia Fiye, fear the Lord and depart from evil, and Yahweh will keep you. During the 2-year mission, my 2-year mission in Ghana, during my investigative mission, I even had to enroll in journalism institution. Vim lady, Efia Pokuya, sister Efia Pokuya, courageous woman. Due to your closeness to me during that time, coward secret killers had to cut short Kofi Annan's life. Because even on your, I don't want to go into details, on your Facebook, you were a warrior. You fought for Ghana during that time. You did everything possible to help me. They knew of it. And I was being tracked constantly. And you are being tracked as well. Everything you were doing, they were tracking you. So yeah, the picture of Kofi Annan on your Facebook page, they were tracking. What role is Kofi Annan playing in keeping me in Ghana? So they had to quickly cut off Kofi Annan's life due to your closeness to me. You know, Femi Lady, you have been on the kill list since 2000. Even before 2000, before I came to Ghana. In fact, it was the 17th of November 2017, which you got on that kill list. 17th of November 2017, that was when you got on that kill list. Don't be afraid. You stood for your fellow Ghanaian with other journalists. There were many of the music industry who fought for my life. Many in the media industry, journalists. You did what you intelligently, you battled for me. I knew it. The Akufo was one. But Nana Addo Akufo and the global forces that were coming, diplomatic forces, political forces, here and there, they came at her so much that they would have killed her. They had to kill Kofi Annan, take Kofi Annan out of life to put fear in him. They took Kofi Annan's life on her birthday. Of course, birthday, 18th of August 2018. You know, so Vem Lady, today I tell you, you have been on the kill list since 17th of November 2017. I will explain at a point in time. If God makes a way, I will explain to you why you got on the list that very day. This woman is very, very dangerous than any nuclear bomb. Nana Aba Anamoa, another courageous woman for Ghana, for is it GH1 Studios or TV? You are on the kill list. You know, in Ghana, Vim Lady was trying to help me to even get a job in the media. She had referred me to, she had made me come to your one of your edition program. And when I was there, they had already infiltrated the program. Remember during my auditioning, I had to instead of GH1, I knew something was going on. So I got there, got to GH1. I said, "Go on." I knew all that you didn't know. For you willing to have hooked me up for a job in Ghana and not return to the US, for your closeness, your proximity, your bond with Ifya Pokuya, they don't know how much that Vim Lady got to know. For me, enrolling, she became a teacher, was teaching me in school in journalism, and because of your proximity to Vim Lady and the fact that you were willing to get me auditioned and get me a job in you have gotten on the kill list. This woman, the most dangerous and jealous human being upon the earth. Nana Aba Anamoa, courageous woman of Ghana. Don't be afraid. You are on the kill list. You have been on the kill list since 2000. when I came to Ghana. But God has kept you after that. Don't be afraid. Lawyer Morris Ampao, Ghana. During most of the TV shows on YouTube and Addo TV, always you were having a program with. They know of your closeness to Ifya Pokuya, who was very close to me. They don't know how much that you have received on this issue and how much you know about this extremely dangerous US undercover agent. That is all fiasco. That your government is using willfully, and how much you will disclose, how much you know. You have been Lawyer Morris Ampao, you have been on the kill list. You are on the kill list. Tell us we should not be afraid, we should not panic. Humanity and the nations of the world. Akwaba to the program. Testimony, New World Disorder. This is the 29th of June 2023. This is expose 243. The continuation of 242. It is my earnest heart desire that I share this information with us. Lawyer Morris Ampao, Vim Lady, Anaba Namwa, some of you, I don't know when I may meet you again. Lawyer Morris Ampao, I've never met you before, but I don't know when I will be able to meet you. Otherwise, some of this information I should have met you one-on-one and share it with you and not put it in the public domain. But however, because there is no opportunity for us to meet, I had to get you informed, get you alerted, so that you watch on your own back as God watches over you. Whenever you happen to receive any medical attention, you have to go to any hospital. Make sure that your family members are aware, your loved ones, trusted ones are aware. The strategy they have been using is they poison the innocent secretly. You'll be dying slowly, just like you fall down and you don't die immediately. They rush you to the hospital. They are already tracking you. Pick up a phone. They call. They call and tell a medical professional, kill him politically, and they inject you and kill you. If you happen to be in a very incapacitated state and you have to be rushed to emergency ward, when they are trying to prevent your family members from knowing what is going on, your family members must resist every medication that will be administered on you. They must find out what it is and not be negligent. Otherwise, medical terrorism will be committed against you. So I'm sharing this with you so you know and watch out for yourself. Let's watch what you eat, what you drink, what you eat when you go for social gathering parties, and make sure what you are drinking, what you are eating is what everybody else is eating. You understand? Make sure who is serving you, you know the person, you can trust the person. If there is opportunity for serve yourself, you go and serve yourself. Don't wait for somebody to put food on tray and serve it. No. If you watch on your own back, please, I beg you in the name of the Lord. There are too many in Dowenya, male and female. And they think this is all about money. Sell the African, your fellow Ghanaian, for money and get him killed. Emmanuel Aiku Ekuoku, my previous landlord, Dowenya. You sold me out for money. Eventually, they shall kill you. You are on the kill list. Because of how wicked you have been to me, I didn't have to tell you this, but because you are my fellow Ghanaian, a member of the human race, I have to share it with you. They cannot trust you to keep the secret of what you use your residence for. Eventually, they shall kill you to protect themselves and to protect the undercover agent. Emmanuel Akufo and your wife. Emmanuel Akufo, you are on the kill list, but your wife is not. I tell you this so you watch for your own back and watch on the back of your children. For the hatred of Ruth Ajman, her brother was killed. For the hatred, because of the hatred for me and for Ifiapukuya, they had to extend their hatred and cut short the life of Kofi Annan on her birthday. You understand? So if they don't get you, they will get you. They will come after your son, your brother, your wife, your child. Open your eyes and know that God is watching on your behalf for you. You must watch out for yourself. Time would not. There are some that it is easier for me to meet. God shall bring me to Ghana. When I come and I meet you, God will keep you alive. I would tell you if your name is on the kill list. But don't be afraid. God will watch over you. I cannot give all the many names here. These ought to receive what must be received, because especially Lawyer Maurice Ampao, it's very difficult for me to meet you. Vim Lady, even when I was your student, whenever there was opportunity for me to say anything to you, immediately people, their agents come around. Yeah. So I know some of us, it's very difficult for us to meet. That's why I have to share this with us. So humanity and the nations of the world, according to the program, testimony in the world disorder. I have to tell us this so that we know that there is no joke about this global cowardly secret killing that have been going for the past 17 years at the expense of Ghanaian blood. This dangerous undercover agent plotted with the CIA, the terrorist of Nana Addo Akufo, and network from other nations to have gotten me lynched, and they got me kidnapped to kill me in 2011. They failed, and ever since they have continued to kill my people of Ghana, kill my family members up to this very day. There is no joke about what we are saying, what you are receiving here. But just know that God will keep you. This is total hate crime of the 21st century being perpetrated in worship of one dangerous US undercover agent. Everybody has a name. This involves some diplomats whose minds were bought within the United Ban Ki-moon, the racist of South Korea. He sold the United Nations out to the Obama administration with this undercover agent because of money and her political ambition. Today, as I speak, I am working in a company in America which is operated by the cronies of Ban Ki-moon of South Korea. And the Biden administration, together with the terror network of crime cabinet of Ban Ki-moon, Nana Addo Akufo Addo, this hate crime against the African people has become a program that is officially operated, funded by the Biden administration and the FBI. Millions upon millions of dollars are going into this hate crime agenda that the African people are the seed of the Antichrist. ought to be killed and destroyed without any existing evidence. So the mark of the beast has to be imposed on us against our will, whether we like it or treacherously. The company that I work at, Ban Ki-moon of South Korea, the same man who perpetrated this evil death undercover agent, and Kofi Annan is not alive. They have taken over the company. And the company is run secretly in pursuit of that hate crime agenda. Don't we forget that this evil has been around for a very long time. They hated Mandela so much that his prison number was orchestrated to be 46664. This hatred and evil has been around for a very long time. However, now it has become US government official position by the Biden administration. And they are funding the hate crime. He instituted this hate crime agenda with Barack Obama's administration. And today, Biden is over there, the helm of the affairs of. When they are getting exposed, they shout COVID-19, global lockdown, Russia, Ukraine. I go to his house and I'm exposing him and this evil and the South Korean. Immediately, they shut down the White. Total shame. I go to his house and I tell the White that I'm going to begin that expose to let them know how the company is run. The day I give that, I will start the expose. I go and the whole White House have been laid siege against by the Washington DC police and the Secret Service of the White House. Don't have to protect Joe Biden. They don't even know what is going on, because Joe Biden knows that this was the evil that was being pursued by the Obama with him, his administration, in worship of this undercover agent. It has cost Kofi Annan's life. It has cost Jerry John Roy. It has cost many innocent. It has cost the Haitian president's life. And they have taken an official position to use the company that I've worked for. Every company that I've worked for since 2009 in the state of Maryland is used to pursue this hate crime agenda and the killing of Ghanaians. If I will not allow them to use me as a slave, work without income, rob me of my income for my killer, any time they decide that they are coming to rob me of money, if I resist, they have to kill the Ghanaian people in secrecy. Major Mahama, so many of us, they have killed us by this hate crime. My own uncle Nana, they killed him because I refused to let my income to be robbed. Every company that I've worked for since 2009 is funded by the FBI, diplomatic evil sticks, Ban Ki-moon and his cronies, political wicked minds of the White House, Joe Biden and his cronies, the Hillarys, and they have continued that evil now. The FBI, the US House of Congress, the US House of Senate must go investigate which state in America is there so much FBI fund wastage than the state of Maryland, specifically the city of Germantown and Gettysburg. Since the year 2009, which FBI branch in which state their budget has been wasted, have been spent and unaccounted for as the state of Maryland. It is because the FBI is the chief architect and their fight budget is what is going on, will be used for that crime. The state of Maryland, the official position of the state of Maryland itself is the aiding of this crime. Total 21st century hate crime. But the American people know their Declaration of Independence tell them that all men are created equal. Therefore, humanity has prevailed over Joe Biden. Hatred. Over Ban Ki-moon's hatred. Let them continue to terrorize and persecute us, oppress us, hate Africans. That I must accept that Africans are the seed of the Antichrist and the 666 mark of the beast is the portion of the African people, and we ought to be killed. That is how the store is run behind the scene in furthering that agenda. I must accept that the Africans are the seed of the Antichrist, and we ought to be killed without existing evidence. And I have continued to refuse to bow to their pursuit of the mark of the beast agenda. Ghana, to shock you, that we know that we are not talking nonsense. I am hated so much that on the 5th of August 2013, Barack Obama's administration, together with this extremely US undercover, they used the court, put me before the court, and made this undercover agent accuse me because they knew that the agenda for which they killed John Evans, they couldn't bring Jesus Christ. They couldn't make Jesus return after they have killed John Evans. So they have lied. John Evans was not the Antichrist. They have to put me in court on the 5th of August 2013. Make this woman accuse me that I am the Antichrist. And therefore, my 2 tortured and abducted children should be given to her as her property to be owned. And the court committed that hate crime. And I had to tell the judge, I will not accept your judgment. I will leave America with immediate effect. The judge's name is Catherine D. Savage. Rockville Circuit Court. This heinous hate crime was committed openly because they hated John Evans and they killed him. They realized that the December 21st, 2022, 2012, they couldn't make the world end. So they have lied. So they have to find me. Now, if we have killed John Evans, if you have said he's not the Antichrist, the African, I am the Antichrist. And they did this in court. Why shouldn't Yahweh, my God, the God of the Bible, the God of the Hebrew, kill this undercover agent in revenge for her evil? Why? I'm not saying she should be killed. I'm asking why. God bless you. God bless my homeland, Ghana. She hates me.